Hey there, if you've been busy this week catching up with friends, catching up on office life, catching up with family, and unfortunately haven't had time to catch up on what's been trending in the news, do not worry, we got you covered. Just remember these buzzwords for this week: budget, Rahul Gandhi, Wordle, the Under 19 Cricket World Cup, and Kim Kardashian. And as a bonus, we will throw you in a stalker of Elon Musk who has got a job offer.
He has. Okay, but first we'll go on to national level stuff. So we're talking the budget. So one thing about the budget, we'll get into what the budget said, but it seems it was the shortest budget that Nirmala Sitharaman has ever given in terms of number of words, and obviously then time. People were happy about that also. Okay.
Because piछle time she gave a very long speech and then that became like the longest speech ever and all. Anyway.
Correct.
Anyway.
So big focus on infrastructure, and this is across. We're talking railways, we're talking highways, ports, airports, all of that. The point of it being that the more we spend on infrastructure, the more goods will be able to move, the more it will help the economy, and it will help all sectors of the economy. There will eventually, hopefully, be a trickle-down effect. So the big push was infrastructure. Crypto will be taxed at 30%, crypto trading in cryptocurrency. What that essentially means is that the government is saying it is not illegal. That's the big thing. There was this whole debate of can you do it, can you not do it? They also announced that there's going to be a digital rupee in the coming 12 to 15 months. So all these things were there. They are looking at a GDP estimate growth of this year, so up to this financial year, up to 31st March, of 9.2%. Now, mind you, original estimate was 11. Now they're saying 9.2, and there's like 2 months left for the year to end. So this number keeps changing. Next year, they're saying 8.5% the economy will grow at, which will make it the fastest growing large economy in the world, which is, well, invariably a good thing considering the hit that we've all taken from COVID all over the world. Now
the criticism. The criticism is because the budget did not include any sort of relief for the middle class. The middle class expected some tax relief because, you know, we've been facing unemployment issues, salaries have been cut. So we were like, hamare liye kuch hai, nahi hai. The agriculture sector is also not happy because I think minimum support price has been further dropped. So the farmers are a little bit unhappy. Also Manrega, which is the rural employment guarantee scheme, they've reduced the outlay expenditure on it. So and it was literally the biggest sort of employer over the last few years. So people are wondering why. And what has psyched everybody is like, array, during COVID, how health expenditure has been brought down because they have their justification is, boss, COVID is no longer a pandemic, it is an endemic. And we are allocating it like in a different avatar. They're focusing on mental health and all.
Mental health, telehealth, and all of that is what they're focusing on. The point is that the budget can't be everything for everybody. She's had to pick and choose what she's had to do. And there's nothing dramatic in the budget because her point was that we're continuing what we started last year. So there are pros and cons. The market seems to like it. Taxpayers are saying, where are our tax ops that we were expecting, especially since we've all taken a hit on income? Farmers are like, there's nothing to address our situation, and agriculture is a huge issue. So yeah, there's pros and cons to this entire budget, but broadly, let's just say, theek hai.
Okay. The other person who was trending was Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi made a speech in Parliament and he spoke for nearly 50 minutes and talked about a lot of issues that are in the minds of a lot of Indians. Talked about, but the statement that went like viral and all is the fact that he said India is a union of states. It is not a nation; it is a union of states. What he was saying was it's being run like a kingdom, and there is one Jahapana and there is one king, and that has never worked historically in India because basically we're a bunch of states and everybody is each other's brother, and then it's a give and take, and that's historically how India has always functioned. It's also in our constitution. But people are like, how could you say India is not a nation? How could you say it is a union of states?
He was quoting the constitution.
He's quoting the constitution. Also brought up unemployment, talked about the woes of the small and medium enterprises, how they've really suffered, which is why unemployment has risen, how his governments have previously got 27 crore people out of poverty, but this government has put 23 of them back in poverty. So it's gone viral for obvious reasons, because the people who support him and his policies are like, yes, our leader has emerged. And the ones who hate him have said, yeah, bakwas kar raha hai. We will now argue point by point. But bottom line, Rahul Gandhi, his speech देखना जरूरी है, 1 घंटा है आपके पास तो जरा देख लो, फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करके भी आप देख सकते हो. We will now move on to the wonderful world of word games. I'm so pleased that Wordle has been trending, Jaggu.
So yeah, now Wordle is something that Tarana is very familiar with because she has had to like break her head in terms of how do we play this. Okay, Wordle is basically, it's simple, it's online, it went viral. It started only in 2020 towards the end of it, and we'll get to the story how. Basically, it's a everyday 5-letter word, and you have 6 guesses as to what that word is. There are no clues or anything like that. You have 6 guesses. So and then if you've cracked it within 6 guesses, it then prompts you to post it on social media. So what you're seeing, even if you're wondering ye kya hai, is a 5-letter word, which is effectively
no, you're seeing a puzzle. Basically, you're seeing the puzzle. Yeah. You're seeing the puzzle, and they do not reveal the answer, and you only see the color scheme.
But you get the score of the person who posted, like in 3 out of 6 tries, 4 out of 6 tries, or whatever. That is what was going viral on social media. Now that has been sold and it has been bought by the New York Times.
So, Mr. Wordle, I love the fact that Josh Wardle came up with Wordle, and he's a software engineer, and he came up with this game to sort of please his partner, whose name is Palak Shah. So everybody in India, hum bhi khelenge Wordle because ye to hamara
Palak Ben in the house.
So word game, created it for her. She loved it. They shared it with family members. They also loved it. Then they said, chalo usko public karte hai. Initially 90 people were playing in November. Then suddenly 300,000 started playing in December. By Jan, it's gone into millions and all. And he is all alone coming up with the word of the day every day. And people are playing, and he's like, I was starting to get stressed because akele I can't do this. I also have a day job. I'm a software engineer. So the New York Times has offered him apparently low 7 figures. I'm guessing $1 million.
That's and a couple of million, yeah.
People were very upset because they're like, ye kya hua? Hamara free game jo hai, ab ye New York Times jo hai, they are going to make a paywall in front of it and we will not be able to play it. Josh has, however, said, I've negotiated with them that it will remain free and nothing will change. And apparently the agreement New York Times has said, yes, it will remain like this for now. So they've insisted on the words for now. But if you've been seeing all your friends put up this random green, yellow, gray puzzle with 4 out of 6, 3 out of 6, now you know it's Wordle, and it was trending because, well, Mr. Wordle, who is clearly a geek, has made money out of words. I love this story.
It's fabulous. The other thing that's trending in a big way, and it wasn't up to like very recently, is the Under-19 World Cup that is being played because India's in the finals. We are in so like Yash Dhul is trending. He's the captain of the Under-19 cricket team. He just cracked a century in the semi-finals to get us into the finals. Now, here's the thing, right? Why it's become interesting. 1, it's cricket. And 2, if we win this time, we will have won for the 5th time. India is, as it is, the highest number of wins for the Under-19 World Cup period. We've already done it 4 times. So now
apparently 8 times India has reached the finals. So this will be the 8th time that the finals will be played by India. And Saturday is the big match. By the way, they're playing in the West Indies, so Saturday late night times match hoga. But if you haven't been following the Under-19 Cricket World Cup till now, like us, now we have to, because it is trending, because India has now reached the finals. And in case you're wondering who are these boys and all, we're going to do another episode very, very soon. Tomorrow we'll put it up with Chandresh Narayanan, who follows everything about cricket, and he's going to tell us who are the stars who are in the Under-19 team that we need to look out for, because sooner or later they're going to play for India officially, and Indian cricket is in a good place, so do not miss that episode. But now we come back to our final trending topic, Kim Kardashian.
So look, I'm not a fan. She's my pet peeve, but she's constantly in the news. And in the last few days, it's like twice over she's in the news. So I definitely need to address this. So,
and for money.
Huge money. So look, there was a bit of a debate some time back about whether she's a billionaire or not. Forbes in April of 21 said, yes, she is officially a billionaire because her brand, her beauty products brand, KKW, Kim Kardashian was KKW Beauty, was valued at a couple of billion. They sold a little stake. So then all of that put together made her value about $1 billion. Okay. Now she also has Skims. Skims is shapewear, loungewear, underwear. Tarana,
Jaggu, shapewear. How do you not understand shapewear? If there were shapewear for men, I would buy it for you. You would suddenly look like Salman Khan.
It's the modern day girdle.
It's that nobody understands, Jaggu. Shapewear, ladies, we know it. It's what keeps our tummies and thighs and all looking shapely under our clothes. Shapewear.
Okay.
Shapewear. Yeah.
So she started that. You remember there was that story. First, she wanted to call it kimono. The Japanese got upset. So then, like Kim Ka, then Skims has happened. So anyway, shapewear that has continued to get a good valuation, right? Because investors keep coming in at a higher and higher valuation. They've just raised $240 million, which means Skims is now valued at $3.2 billion, and which means that her approximate 1/3 stake in that company is worth $1 billion. So literally from April of last year to Feb just now, in these 10 months, her value has almost doubled. Her net worth has gone from $1 billion to like 1.8, 1.9. It's blowing my mind. It is completely blowing my mind. Okay, so that happened on the business front. Couple of days later, why is she trending? She has been named the new face of Balenciaga, a very fancy, high fashion French brand and all of that. To, I'm guessing, celebrate that moment, she's now posed in, I don't want to call it a bikini because it's more like 3 small triangles. And that image is now starting to trend.
Don't be an uncle.
Look, it's 3 small triangles.
Yes,
I'm not judging. Bikini. I'm just saying it's 3 small triangles.
Exist. They exist. Triangle bikinis exist, and she's pulling it off. And after all those children and all, like, well, respect. She's got a bikini body, and she's a bikini body mom. And Kim
She's a
Kardashian
bikini body
is also
billionaire. She's a BBB.
She is. And finally, as your bonus story, we are quite fascinated by how a stalker of Elon Musk has been going viral and for the right reasons. And he has now got himself a fantastic job offer. He's only 19. Josh Sweeney is basically a college freshman. He is clearly tech savvy because he created a Twitter bot that allowed us to sort of follow Elon Musk around the world because the bot tracks Elon Musk's private jet. It caught Elon Musk's attention because he's like, oh God, okay, this is like paparazzi in the sky. And they know my movements and this is not making me feel very safe. So he wrote to Josh and said, beta, I really don't want to be shot or killed by somebody. I am the richest person in the world and all. There are enough people who would hate me just for that. So let's not make it easy for them to find me. Chal, tu apna bot nikal de, I'll give you $5,000. And Josh basically argued back with him saying, nah, for $5,000, I'm having too much fun to give it up. $50,000 agar aap doge, to main karta hu. And Elon Musk said, let me think about it. And then he came back and said, no, it doesn't seem right for me to pay you $50,000 for basically stalking me. And then he proceeded to sort of block him on social media. But Josh Sweeney has now been approached and offered a great job, even though he's still a student.
Correct. He's 19 years old. He's still a student. And a company that runs jets, I guess for hire or whatever, have made him an offer saying that, look, he's clearly a fan of aviation. He clearly is very good at this tech. We could use him and, he gets an internship, he gets a part-time job, whatever it is, he's more than welcome.
And they'll help him with his college fees and all that, huh?
Exactly right. And the people who run this company are alumni of the same college that he goes to. He has said, it's lovely, but unfortunately, he's going to have to turn it down because he is already working, I guess, part-time with a company called Uber Jets, if I'm not mistaken. And they are creating a platform, which now this is clearly a millionaire type issue. Like if you want to charter a jet, you have to call up a jet chartering company and say, I would like to hire a jet. And then whatever price they tell you is the price you pay. But Uber Jets will allow you to choose the cheapest possible charter jet option. He's building that platform for them. And well, now we realize that clearly, one, he knows how to do these things. 2, he's good at aviation. 3, we know where he's getting the data from so that he can, well, basically track Elon Musk's jet all over the world. Incredible.
But what I find incredible is that even if you are a millionaire or a billionaire needing a private jet to get from place A to place B, you are still looking for the deals and you are also a chindi at heart.
You are. All
right. You're all caught up for all that's been trending this week. Please talk to us in the comments. Tell us, what did you think of this episode? Had you come across these stories? Did you come across anything more interesting that we should have featured? Please give us your feedback. Also, like this video if you watched it so far. Your likes, your comments really help us reach more people. Also,
and share,
are you a subscriber or not? Yeah, pehle subscribe karo, bell icon on karo, and please share with fellow, Mad Hatters, like-minded people who are interested in the kind of stuff we talk about. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. We are Jaggu and Tarana. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye.
Bye bye, butterfly.